What's going on, guys? It's Noob603 from Dawnbreaker Gaming. Just giving you a heads up before we roll into this podcast. We experienced a ton of technical difficulties during this show. Something we've never had happen before. People kept dropping connections, and it was just a nightmare. Then eventually it got to a point where everyone lost connection. We'd already been doing it for about an hour. We just decided that, after dealing with it for about 20 minutes of just nothing but hassle, we called it there. Don't worry, we are going to have Appsro, John the engineer from Battlefield Friends, back on for another show so that we can, kind of take off from where we left off with this and actually get in a good, uninterrupted show. So with that said, we're also going to be gone this weekend at PAX East, so it's going to be a little bit slow on the website. So pretty much the next thing you'll probably see from us will be next week with the GameSpeak podcast again, which will actually be live streamed on Tuesday night. I unfortunately cannot make it on Monday night, so we're going to move it out a day, but when I get back from PAX East to upload a video, let everybody know ahead of time, just so that everyone has a good heads-up notification, and hopefully everyone could be there. Enjoy the shorter-than-average show, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the GameSpeak, episode 15. I am your host, Snoob603. Joining me tonight, the usual hosts, we have Epona, Scanner Barkley, and special guest tonight, John Etheridge. He is the engineer from Battlefield Friends. Go ahead and say hi, John.
Hi, John.
Hi, oh, you cheeky motherfucker.
Ha! Jokes.
Yeah, John's here to join us tonight for a special guest. I did try to grab some of the other guys, but they're all busy. But John was gracious enough to be here with us, which is good because he was the first guy I asked anyway. So, thumbs up for things actually going the way I want it to. Always good. Yeah. Before we get started, I want to talk about the Patreon because that's our thing. We like to discuss it every once in a while. For those that aren't aware, we have a Patreon going for our website, dawnbreakergaming.com. It helps, pretty much all of it helps pay for upgrades to the website. And if it's not paying for upgrades to the website, it pays for expanding the community. We have our community TeamSpeak, which we're actually using right now for the podcast. We have a game server for Hardline that we have already pre-ordered because it was a really good deal, so we just jumped on it right away, and we'll have that for the foreseeable future because we kicked ass and blew past that goal. We just hit our most recent goal of 600 a month. We're actually at 625 as of this moment. So the next upgrade we're doing is Zenforo upgrades to the forums, which is going to allow us to do a lot of really cool things to it. So for those that are pledged, thank you very much. You guys rock. Just to kind of reiterate a point that hopefully people don't forget. If we didn't have any of this money, we'd still be doing what we're doing. It's just that with the money, we can make the website be a lot better and run a lot faster. So if you guys are interested, Jess, I'm assuming you already put a link up, but I'm going to do it again anyway. There's a link to it. If you guys are interested and you want to check it out, cool. No pressure to donate. Just a reminder, it is a monthly pledge. It's not a one-time thing like, Kickstarter. So just keep that in mind. To those that do, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Without further ado, we're going to jump into it. We actually have a leftover topic from not the previous week when we had Jack Frags on, but the week before that. This one's from Misled Penguin. So he said, with the continuation of the CTE, even at this time of Battlefield 4's life cycle and the Battlefield Hardline beta, do you feel that Battlefield's time is coming back? Do you think it's enough? Also, I keep hearing that they want CTE now for next-gen consoles, which I think is great and will help issues on those. Scanner, I'm going to let you jump off with this.
Because that's always wise when it comes to Battlefield, is let me set the tone.
Well, we can only go up from whatever you say.
That's true. Actually, you can only go down because this is going to be quite an interesting answer. But I've consistently disputed. Like, I don't like Battlefield 4. I don't think it was a good game. But I think people endlessly overemphasize the importance of us as a group of gamers by thinking that this is going to sound like very demeaning, but by thinking that what we think actually counts for shit. Like, the people who talk about games on the internet, it's not everybody. It's actually a very small percentage of gamers game to the point and have the passion to speak about it on the internet. And then an even smaller amount again watch content, and then a tiny percentage of that make content. But we're super loud about it. We do podcasts and we do videos and we tweet about it, and it feels bigger than it is. Like, I don't think BF4 was even, or Battlefield as a franchise was even remotely hurt by the BF4 launch or by the issues that it had, because the easiest way to dismiss that as a possibility is look at the amount of shit CODs that have been released year on year and year on year, and make $1 billion every year. Like, I think the question is misleading. Like, the question should start with, you know, if you personally are disappointed in Battlefield, do you think that this stuff will improve it? I think that's a better question, just to kind of qualify it a little bit. But like overall, I'm not holding BF4's failings over Hardline, and I'm certainly not holding BF4's failings over one of the better FPS franchises in the history of gaming. Like, I think that would be foolish to get like bogged down in one game. Like, BF4 bucked the trend not for having problems, but for just not being able to recover from them. Like, all Battlefield 4 games, or all Battlefield games normally launch with problems. So that's really my stance. Like, the CTE, I don't think it's improved BF4 a huge amount. I actually think Hardline is a good step forward from what BF4 was. Having played BF4 for a couple of days before Hardline, and then like CTE for a couple of days recently, it's gross, man. It's gross. Nothing saving Battlefield 4 specifically. Like, nothing is going to save that game from being a trash game to me. But I think Hardline is going to be okay. And we'll see if they can do better or worse than an okay estimation.
Kind of tough to compare Battlefield 4 to the Hardline, though, because everything they did in CT not only benefited Battlefield 4, but also benefited what they're doing with Hardline. So what we played with Hardline was incorporating all of the latest updates that they are able to come up with and agree upon based on CT feedback and CT testing.
They didn't, though.
How so?
Like, the beta build was just the beta build. It didn't have CTE stuff in it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I've been misinformed. Unless you have been misinformed.
Like, that's why Thad was making a big deal about CTE stuff in the final build, improving things like dying around corners and whatnot. Remember that day on Twitter?
Now I do. You are correct.
Yeah. So I don't, like, I'm not going to say, like, concrete that it didn't have CTE stuff in it. But I don't think it had anything major in there from the CTE. I just think it's a simpler game, so it runs smoother on an engine that handles complex games badly.
That's the fucking truth.
Yeah, which is what BF4 was.
Right.
It was overly cooked.
Yep. Well, that was the biggest bitching about Battlefield 3 was, it didn't have Battlefield Bad Company 2 destruction with the buildings. And so they brought it in for Battlefield 4, and would you look at that? The hit detection sucked. I agree with you. It's not terrible on 48 players or less. Like, it's still pretty bad. But 48 players and less, the game definitely performs a little bit better. And I've said that many a time over the past year. And people still look at me like I'm fucking crazy. But there is a noticeable difference between what you get when you're playing a 64-player Battlefield 4 than you do 32 or 48. I have higher hopes for Hardline because it has a lot less shit going on. So, given that they're using the same architecture through and through for it, it should translate to a better experience. And from what we've seen in the beta, it has. And it can only go up because, as you pointed out, there's other things in the CTE. And you know what? I just remembered that one tweet that Thad had put out where one of the devs there, one of the programmers that was working there, found a bug within inside the engine that was gonna. Can't remember the numbers. Do you remember which one I'm talking about? It's gonna improve.
Yeah, it should
the hit detection a little bit, but I can't remember what the numbers were. He actually had specific percentages.
Yeah, what he said was it should cut down on stuff like dying behind cover and whatnot by 50% of its current occurrences within BF4. Which is
significant.
But the reason I think that like Hardline didn't include a huge amount of stuff from the CTE is that I played the CTE like last week. I played some games on the CTE and it was just bad. Like, all I could do was sit there and think, this is actually bad. Like, it doesn't matter what I do. It's not a rewarding experience. Whereas when I was playing Hardline, I was getting a rewarding experience. Yeah, there was some guff, but it wasn't... Like, it was leagues ahead of CTE. And again, that could just be me thinking that, like, Battlefield 4 is just awful.
I think you may be a little biased. You want me to know?
I don't think I'm biased. I think I have the logic of a Vulcan, mate.
Pretty good logic.
Oh, too soon.
No, I'm taking up the mantle. I'm the new Spock.
Oh, okay.
No more emotions.
No
only
Zachary
logic.
Quinto?
Worst
Just
Spock
you.
ever.
Nah. He can't commit to it.
John, do you have anything to add regarding Battlefield's future, how the CT plays into it, the whole 9 yards?
Not really.
All right, that's fine.
He doesn't want to commit.
I mean, I think the CTE is a great idea. With it's just having people play, test shit out before they actually put it out there. I mean, has it had an effect on the community? I hope so. But I mean, to be honest with you, I'm just now starting to play Battlefield on PC more. So, yeah, I don't know.
I get what you're kind of driving at, and yeah, it's tough to say how much of an impact it has with the community because by the time they rolled it out, it was way too late. Way too late.
The Battlefield 4 launch was horrendous.
Well, it's all hypothetical at this point. It's purely hindsight. It's what ifs. But imagine had they rolled out the CT like 2 months after release instead of, what was it, 6 months? About April, I think. So 5 months maybe. I don't know. The things you think about with hindsight.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, I'm not trying to put you on the spot when I bring things like that up. It's just I want to make sure everyone has a chance to get in their thoughts before I roll on to the next topic. So it's not just like as we roll from topic to topic. Jess, do you have anything?
Not really. I mean, I know when I played the CTE, which was way back, I don't know, sometime last year before I uninstalled both the CTE and BF4 from my computer.
I think it was July or August.
Yeah, something crazy like that. I liked it. I thought it played a lot better, but I wasn't unlocking my stuff, so it made me sad to put time into. So that's why I stopped. But I think it's good in theory. I just don't think it's had the effect that they really want it to have.
Agreed. All right. I'm going to roll into the next one. And actually, Jess, this one's going to be all for you because this one's
That's
a little bit more informational regarding the website and regarding Dawnbreaker itself. But this one was from Arnold165, and it simply put the Dawnbreaker Gaming Clan. This is something that Epona and WDA Digital Ghost have been working on for a month and a half now?
Quite a while, yeah. Well, I know when we first put the site up, people were really excited about the community and everything. People are still excited, but we had a lot of people asking about, a clan, like can we wear the tags? Can we kind of spread it out into games and stuff? And I remember you and I talked about it, and we thought, yes, but do we want it to just be like a casual thing? People are wearing the tags, or do we want to have kind of a structure, kind of really put something into this and make it something that we really put a lot of time into and that people can really get more in depth if they want to be, a bigger part of the whole clan hierarchy and stuff like that. So Digital Ghost and I, you should see some of our Google Docs. We got like pages and pages of, plans and everything. So we decided that today we were gonna announce that yes, we are starting the clan, and you can check it out. I put it up on the site. I just kind of quietly put it up in the menu, the clan section, and you can get to it by dawnbreakergaming.com/clan, and it'll tell you just a little blurb, and then it'll show the rules, and you can apply. So right now it's pretty much you just fill out the application so that we can keep track of who's technically in the clan, and you can just wear the tags in game. You get together with people on TeamSpeak, get into whatever game you want. When we have the hardline server up, we can have events. We can maybe get scrimmages going with other clans. Ghost is the official clan leader, So, he's got a lot of plans for that. He's really into it, really excited. He's so great. We got Arnold, who's going to be the head of the PlayStation division of the clan. And then we got I Eat Rocks, who's going to be head of the Xbox division. So we have a lot of plans. Like right now, it's just kind of you wear the tags and you play together. But eventually, we want to have divisions, teams. If you want to get into it, maybe we'll get into real matches and stuff. But yeah, we're very excited with the stuff that we have going on for the clan.
Nice.
So definitely check that out.
You mentioning your topics, having been involved with you, regarding your documents. Having been involved with you with everything from the website to fucking everything that has spawned off from the website. That actually leads me to a question for you, John. When you guys come up with a new series, what does your organization look like? Like, so what I'm driving at is, it was, I don't know, back in August, the opponent and I were talking about just, gaming journalism shit and blah, 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 and then one thing led to another, and all of a sudden we're like, oh, okay, how about a website like that does basically what we're doing right now? And so we started putting ideas down on paper, and that one, like, Google Doc sheet just blew up and exploded into, like, 10 different sheets that have 10 different sheets inside of that, and it's all nice and crisp and organized, and we documented everything the whole way through so that at any point we go back and reference anything we had done decision-making wise. So, that said, I'm actually really curious, what is involved with anything you guys do when you either come up with, you specifically with your, one-off episodes on your own personal channel, or, the Hake and Jed crew as a whole when you come up with any of these new series?
Well, usually, like, just someone just spearheads it. Like, on my personal channel, any of my short cartoons are just, like, silly ideas I had that are like, oh, I'm going to make this now just because I had the idea. And then if I want to involve the guys from Hake and Jed, I just call, just go into the office and say, hey, do you want to do a voice here or what? And they're usually like, yeah. Like, that's a good example. I had an idea for like, let's make a Minecraft series from the perspective of the mobs. And it was like, okay. I was like, all right, let's get together. Let's just come up with a couple of funny ideas. I have sort of a layout already planned. Let's go in there and let's see what happens. And we record a pilot. And after with Mob Squad, I went ahead and did 3 episodes because I was like, I think this is a solid idea, and I have an idea for 3 episodes. So we went ahead and recorded 3 episodes, and then after that, it was like, okay, and then now let's see if somebody wants to like Machinima, we'll pitch it to Machinima and see if they want to pick the series up and do more, and they did.
Nice.
But coming up with an original series, like it's somebody in the office just spearheads it. Like Battlefield Friends, that was Brent. He spearheaded the first episode because he and Tony are playing a lot of Battlefield, and he was like, oh, I think I can do a cartoon about Battlefield and it'd be pretty funny. And he brought it into the office, and we all pitched in our ideas, and we wrote the first episode, and we recorded it, and he took it and did it.
So when you guys are like writing down stuff, you just grab some sheets of paper, start writing shit down, and then.
No, we have a board in our office. Brian Mahoney, who works with us, he plays the voice of Simon, Colonel 100. He built us this awesome giant whiteboard. So whenever we go in there and we're all sitting in chairs, and then somebody's up at the whiteboard and we're just writing down ideas. And a lot of the times we don't write scripts because we're all sort of improv artists or whatever. We come from sort of an improvisational background. Yep. So a lot of the times we just write out scenes. Like, here's the scene. Here's what needs to happen in the scene. And then we just put on the mics and say, go. And we might record, 5-6 takes of the same scene before we say, that was a funny take. That take had moments, we're using that. Or, this sucks. Let's change this completely.
Dude, I said this before. And I said it to Brent when you guys were at PAX East last year and we're all hanging out at the bar. You guys need to do more behind-the-scenes stuff, because you did one for one of your shorts on your own personal channel, and it was really cool. I guess kind of on the surface, you could be like, oh, okay, it's just some dude standing in front of the mic as he takes a bunch of different takes for the episode. But me personally, I found it highly enjoyable. I'd love to see more of that behind-the-scenes kind of stuff.
Yeah, we've always talked about doing more stuff. It's just And I guess it could be as simple as just turn on the mic and just record, or just turn on the camera and record just record a session. But like with any time you create a piece of content, it's like, who handles the back end stuff? Because somebody has to take that footage and edit it and cut it into something.
Right.
And it's like, who wants to be the guy cutting the behind the scenes shit?
Yeah, who isn't busy, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, who's got nothing to do this week?
And with the output rate, it seems like you guys are busy.
Yeah, no, I mean, the animation stuff takes a while, and then also we have a gaming channel, so the three of us are just focused completely on that.
Listen, I just want to tell everyone you're fucking welcome for that, because I'm going to take some of the credit for this. We had a very long discussion at PAX about Twitch and shit. I'd like to think I played a part in this.
Absolutely, you absolutely kind of played a part in us getting into Twitch, which has been amazing, by the way.
Yeah, notice has been blown up for you guys.
Yeah, no, our Twitch. I mean, we got a core group of fans that just show up every week, and they're the fucking coolest people in the world, and they just throw money at us to play video games and say, "Hey, just keep doing what you're doing." So it's been humbling, that's for sure.
Yeah, nice.
It's all because of Colonel 100.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just
gonna say that right now. It's all Colonel 100, man. The greatest moment in Battlefield Friends history was when he took the fucking enemy spawn. That was that was the best thing ever. I was like, at some point, like I was kind of secretly hoping that he was gonna like break the game mechanics at some point, and then he takes the enemy spawn. I'm like, yes, that's it, right there.
Yeah, it's interesting to see where his character went, because when we first introduced him, it was like, this is somebody you don't want to be, because it was like, because we when we first started playing Battlefield, it's like, anybody who picks up something that they haven't really played a lot before, it's like you have to get used to it. And our Colonel 100 characters was, guys that were like, how do people play this much Battlefield? How are they level 100? The game's only been out for a fucking month. It's like they must have a shit bucket. They gotta have a shit bucket. They're just shitting in all day, doing nothing but playing this fucking game. So that was sort of the birth of the character. Is like, it's this guy that just sits around and plays Battlefield all day. He's got nothing better to do. He's got a shit bucket. But it evolved into this character that's so much more fun. Where he can break the rules of the game, because he's become sort of the Chuck Norris of our series.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I'm gonna fanboy out. Some of my favorite clips was the Secret Colonel, where it's like, did I just hear a you have a shit bucket, don't you? No, I don't.
No.
That was good. And then with the Colonel, when you're all in the transport chopper and fucking the noob drops a C4 and he's like, fucking I'm parachuting out. All of a sudden the Colonel ends up on the windshield and you're like, ah! He goes through.
Yeah.
This is my bird now. Flies away.
Yeah. The bipod on the knife.
Yes. That was great.
Which made it into the game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It's in the full game race now. It's not even in the CTE alone, right?
Yeah, no, it's in the full game. It's a knife, the C100.
It's fucking great.
Got a bipod on it. I mean, that's the biggest compliment like we could ever think of. Is like, you fire up the, you get online one day and Hack Frags or some of these guys have made a video about, there's a Colonel 100 knife in the game now. You're like, what the fuck?
So they didn't talk to you guys about that at all? Just kind of showed up and you're like,
no,
what?
No, we never have any conversations with. I mean, the only time we've really talked to DICE, email back and forth every now and then. But there's never been any active, we want to put this in the game, and we're like, yeah, let's plan to do this. When something ends up in the game that's from our series, we never have any idea about it. And that's fun for us. It's like the Megalodon thing was like one of the biggest, like, holy shit, I can't believe they did that.
Right. That was great. I sent some royalties they should be paying back for all this.
No. No. I mean, come on, we're making a cartoon about their game anyway. So it's like, we don't want to go down that road.
Yeah.
Good way to get sued for copyright infringements all around.
No, I mean, but that's the biggest compliment you can ask for, is when the game developer watches your dumb little cartoon series and puts stuff in their game because of dumb little jokes you've made.
While we're nicely segued away from community questions, I'm just going to keep this train rolling, and I'm going to ask you.
Yep, go for it.
What got you started on animation? Like, what was that thing that made you go, right, I want to, this is what I want to do?
I've always been able to, like, draw in a sense. Like, you look at my high school, middle school notebooks are just full of drawings left and right. So I've always had that in me. But I didn't really get to try to make anything move until I was in college. And I had a short film I did where I had to learn a little bit of After Effects. And so I pick up this program, I sit down with a book, and I go, okay, I need to do these special effects for this short film, so I got to figure out how to do it. Everyone keeps telling me After Effects is the thing you do it in. So, playing with After Effects, just getting to know it. And then I realized, like, wait a second, I can scan stuff. I can draw something on a piece of paper, scan it, bring it into Photoshop, and then bring that into After Effects. I wonder if I could do that. I wonder if I can make it move. And then that was sort of the birth of it all. And then I just started, I created a project, and then I go, okay, that was fun. I created another project, and it was just, every time I would, do a new project, I would push myself a little bit further. How much can I make move this time? What if I try more lip sync? How do I make lip sync better? I sat down and, like, studied South Park. Like, what particular mouths are they using for their syllables? Like, can I mimic that? So, it was just a matter of, like, having this program, having an idea, and then just keep pushing it until I just made a cartoon.
And then you eventually work your way up to, have you seen my pecker?
Yeah. now I make cartoons about a little bird showing people his dick.
Hey, it's a life goal, man.
It's a living.
Yeah, how many other people can say that? So what's your job? I'd rather not talk about it.
Yeah. No, I'm truly blessed. And my first biggest, Newgrounds, I was a huge fan of Newgrounds.com back in the day. I don't know if you guys know that site. Well, you guys
love that site.
Yeah, everybody who grew up with the internet knew what Newgrounds was for a while, and I still love that site. But my goal with making cartoons was like, I can't wait to have stuff and throw it up on Newgrounds. And so we did Prostitute Mickey, Mad Mario, these little, like, short, funny things, just to make them, throw them up on Newgrounds, and we're like, holy shit, we got 2,000 views. That's fucking awesome. Let's make another one. But my first big break kind of came, like, when YouTube came around. It was like, here's another platform to upload videos to that people, like, really like. So, all right, we'll step up uploading our cartoons to YouTube as well. And I woke up one morning, and I looked at my email, and it was like 3 pages full of subscribe. And I'm like, what the hell happened? And it was Ray William Johnson had showed a clip of Mad Mario in his show.
Nice.
And so, yeah, like, I got this big burst of subscribers right out of the gate. And then not long after that, I get an email from YouTube saying, hey, enough people are watching your channel. I want to monetize your videos. I'm like, what does that mean? It's like, we'll put ads on it. You make money. Okay, that's sure. Pretty much, but yeah, I'll do that. And then, slowly that just turned into making enough to be able to, afford, just stop working on other stuff. I was excuse me. I was running my own business doing, like, graphics and stuff for people here in town, like a lot of ad work. And I was able to, like, not do as much as that. I was like, okay, I'm just going to start making more and more cartoons because it started paying off.
Nice, dude. You cannot beat a story like that, or just the way it all kind of works out like that in the end.
I'm kind of disappointed with how much obvious talent, passion, and hard work went into your success, as opposed to just like, I woke up one day and everybody loved my shit. So thanks for crushing this lazy man's dreams, mate. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, learning how to make all these cartoons in the beginning was tough, because it was like, it's like learning writing code or anything for the first time. You have no idea what you're doing. It's just, you want to pull your hair out half the time. Programs crashing left and right. This thing's not talking to that thing. You don't understand. It's just technical shit.
So now you're
language,
talking
bro.
To say, Epona built the entirety of her website. She is a programming guru.
Nice. So there you go. So she knows.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's never easy, man.
So we don't have to.
We always try to push myself to the next thing. Like, want to see my pecker. I was like, I want to try a new art style. See if I can kind of get rid of the hard line outlook, the hard lines and all that stuff we'd always been using.
I gotcha. I'm actually going to put you on the spot with another topic, but we'll move on. Misled Penguin actually has two questions. One's a general topic, but the second part, for John, has there been an episode of Battlefield Friends that were too much or just not funny, or any cut episodes?
Well, just because of the way we work, like we usually, like as we're recording, when we end the night, we're all usually pretty happy with what we got. That being said, Brent will take home and he'll do a rough cut, and he'll bring that rough cut to the office, and we'll all listen to it. And there have been times where we've said, okay, this is a good episode, but this part needs to change, or this part could be tightened up and be better. And then we might record a little bit of extra dialogue to, bring out that joke or make that joke funnier. But it's never really been, we got to cut this whole episode because it sucks. It's always just been alterations to episodes.
Gotcha.
Excuse me, I'm getting all coffee.
It's all right. So, the other question that Penguin had was, the Order 1886 having massive controversy, has there been a game or franchise that you like despite the controversy around it? Me personally, I have to say, no. There's not a single game that I've liked that there's been a lot of controversy around, with the exception of playing Minecraft recently, and the entirety of that controversy being from Fake Thriller, and Fake Thriller only. And calling
what
me
controversy was that?
Huh?
What controversy was that? Fake Thriller?
He said something along the lines of, what would 2010 Battlefield 4 Snoop, or Battlefield 3 and COD 4 Snoop had said to you? I was like, fucking hell.
You're playing a children's game. What's wrong with you?
Dude, even my wife gives me shit for it. I was playing it last night, and she comes down, she's like, you playing that fucking middle school game again? I'm like, shut up, I'm having fun.
Oh, man, Minecraft's amazing.
I never had an interest in playing it. And 90% of the reason why I got it was Mob Squad plus new Neebsylvania.
Oh, wow.
Like, Mob Squad was pretty much it. Like, okay, I get what's going on in the game now, and I'm interested. But it wasn't enough to want to go out and buy it. And then the whole new Neebsylvania thing, I was like, okay, fuck it. This game looks pretty good. And then the tipping point was, the opponent was like, I actually just reinstalled it the other day. And
it was so weird, because you literally brought it up the day after I started playing with those guys.
Yeah, and we have a friend that has his own private server, and he was like, we have this mod pack we all use, so you get in here, I'll get you started, I can walk you through the whole thing. So it was just going to be a cakewalk for me. I was like, fuck it, I'll try it. First night I played it, I was on there for almost 5 hours straight. I couldn't stop. It was finally like 2 in the morning. I was like, I should probably go to bed now. And then...
I've gotten... Just like, just one more block. I'm like, oh, wait, I kind of want to... I want to make a new wall in this house. I need to tear out this old wall. I'll do that, then I'll go to bed. It's little shit like that.
Dude,
in Minecraft that just keeps you going.
Y'all motherfuckers need a good mind, because I've watched a series. You guys can't mine for shit. It's so messy.
No, yeah, we're terrible.
I don't know that Snoop's been playing for like a week, and he thinks he's fucking king of the mine now.
Listen,
he does.
I'm very meticulous, and I'm very organized. And so last night I was playing, and I forget where the hell I was. I was somewhere on my island. I was down in like layer 10, and one of those, I forget which one of the zombies it is, that blows up and teleports you. He teleported me to some fucking cavern, but I'm already like at the bottom of the level. I'm like, I don't know where the fuck I am. I need someone to come rescue me, because I am utterly lost. And so 3 people come down to rescue me, and it took them like an extra 2 minutes to get down there, because they got halfway down. They're like, "Did you build these tunnels yourself?" Like, yeah. They're like, "These stairs are meticulous. It's so fucking organized. How did you do that?" I'm like, I just paid attention. And they're just marveled for like 10 minutes. Like, oh my god, dude, this is like, I've never seen this kind of organization before. And brush my shoulder off a little bit.
Just to fuck with your pride, I'm gonna hide every kind of shit around your mind, mate.
Please do it.
Come on,
get him to shut up.
Plates,
every morning.
Under it, and you're just gonna have a fun time cleaning that shit up.
Yes. Every morning I've got like a tweet or a text. Mines of Moria! I'm king under the mountain now. And
hey,
I'm like,
you
bitch!
started with your whole king of the mountain thorn shit with your mountain.
I have like 3 mountains. You can't even dispute that I'm queen of the mountain. It's not even a topic. Exactly.
Right. Fine, you can have the mountain, but I got the mines.
All right.
I've got an island that's a mountain that's gonna have a giant fucking treehouse on it that reaches the whole way up to the sky.
Well,
so
why don't we pull all our dicks out and we'll see.
Get on my level.
Who has the best mountain?
See,
I've got the best because I've got a fiance that's building everything.
Thing.
Yeah. I kind of want to grab someone in. Like, the thought keeps crossing my mind, like, I should get someone in here to help me with this, like, this whole underground plan I have. I'm like, no, fuck no, this thing's mine. I don't want anyone touching this thing.
No, it's a super creative game. To play it at first too, because when you first see it, it's like that game looks like shit. Just kids play that. I'm not interested, but kept hearing about it more and more and more, and I was like, finally, like, all right, fuck it. It's $10 at the time. I'm gonna give it a shot. And I downloaded it, and the next thing I know, like you, I played for 5 hours. I'm like, holy shit, this game's awesome. It's endless. Which I'm a big fan of open world games in general. So I mean, that immediately struck me as like, wow, this is one of the ultimate open world games ever made, because it's more than a game almost. It's a tool for building shit.
It's Legos for adults.
Yeah, I mean, it really is Legos.
That's what I've always heard everyone say. And like, being an engineer with just my whole engineering background and loving building shit all the time, and everything I do at work is through 3D design, I still didn't understand it until I actually played it. I was like, oh my god, this game, I was made for this game. This game was made for me. This is a fucking match made in heaven. And I keep telling myself, I'm not going to get sucked in. I'm not going to let it eat me up. But like, now every time I come down here to my computer and I'm like, okay, I got like an hour or two to kill, first thing that comes to mind is like, should I get in Minecraft? But I have to be careful because I did it again last night. I was exhausted. I got a really shitty start to my week. I had a hell of a week at work anyway, so I was way behind on sleep. And then talking to an opponent last night, I'm like, you want to play like maybe a little DayZ? Because I was already looted up. She's like, eh. Well, and I was like, all right, how about Minecraft? She's like, okay, yeah. That was just a dumb mistake. I went to bed 2 hours later than I intended to. So I'm off on a bad fucking foot again for this week at work. That's the downside of this game. It's going to keep shooting me in the foot. But
yeah, you gotta be careful with it.
Yeah. So
that's me in Skyrim sometimes. I'm like, yeah, I'll play Skyrim for an hour. 3 hours later, I'm like, fuck, I gotta go to bed.
To get back to the kind of original intent of the question, is there any game you guys have played that you enjoyed regardless of the controversy around it?
Yes.
Yeah, GTA San Andreas. With the whole hot coffee bullshit.
That's like that classic shit.
I remember people giving out about Manhunt when it came out.
Oh yeah, that had some controversy around it too.
Yeah, and I remember playing the shit out of Manhunt.
I never played that, but I heard good things. Like there's definitely like whoever has played that has enjoyed it. From what I've heard.
Yeah, it was a good. For me, it's very easy to mess up a stealth game and make it a very bad game. But this was actually a very good stealth game. It just happened to have some, kill moves and stuff. But it was mechanically a very sound, good game.
Oh yeah, Rockstar usually doesn't put out shit.
Never played it. I didn't even heard about it.
I've heard of it, but I never played it, and I don't remember like what it is. But
you could like kill bad guys in various like horrible ways. Like one of my favorites was if you had a plastic bag, you like ran up behind the bad guy and you put it down over his head and held it real tight, and then you punched his fucking face in while he was suffocating.
That sounds fantastic.
Just hop on YouTube sometime and type in Manhunt kill moves. You'll see them all.
Oh, okay.
It was great. It was some good stuff.
When I'm feeling
angry.
Yeah. Like today. God.
Like it's an old ass game. Was it PS2?
Oh wow.
Yes, I believe it was PS2.
I want to say PS2, so it's gonna look like it's a PS2 game, but it's actually still worth playing today. It's got a lot of charm, and it's a nice, as I said, example of like how stealth mechanics kind of should be done in a game.
I can't think of like a controversial game like that that I've enjoyed, but I do know that a lot of people, Mass Effect fans, were up in arms about Mass Effect 3, especially the ending, and I had no problem with it at all. I enjoyed it. I mean, I didn't enjoy it as much as 2, which I played several times over. I only played 3 once, but that was the only game I could think of.
I played 2 for the first time only a couple of years ago, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Great.
I felt like it was one of these things. Like, man, this world is deep.
Yes. I got so attached to my character friends.
Yeah, and I wish I had played 1, and I never played 1, and I never played 3. I only played through 2.
Skip 1.
And yeah, I felt like I was missing a lot, but still, it was a good game.
We'll ignore the fact that Snooze is a peasant. Has
I am
never
a peasant, okay? There's many games I haven't played.
You're so bad, dude.
It's fine.
It's not.
This is a weekly thing. At some point, every fucking podcast, we gotta brag on Sean for all the games he doesn't play.
Yeah, and you know what it does? It gives you another week to play another fucking game you haven't played, and you never do. So don't come at me with that shit.
Fuck you. I have depth. We're playing it this week. Don't even talk to me about anything else.
Whatever.
I played Arma this weekend too. So don't give me that shit.
Yeah, but
Or
did
3.
you play Arma with me?
No, I played with Rebel.
Exactly. So you didn't play Arma. You played some fucking shit that other people play that they think is Arma. My Arma,
I didn't even
the
play
Arma
Arma. You
that
know what I
me,
did? I
Aaron,
played
and Toon
fucking
play
parachuted in and get shot in the face.
is
immediately.
perfect. There has never been a better Arma than the one that we have devised. And yes, I am egotistical enough to think that that is actually fucking true. Our mods,
Alright.
our selection, the way we manipulate the game to make it better. Oh, it's glorious.
All right, I'm gonna bounce the next one. It's from Digital Ghost. He's actually the clan president, if you will. He had 2 points. I'm gonna cover the second one real quick because bragging rights. What do I have to do to bribe for an autographed Johnny Ethco Battlefield Friends poster? I want to be the engineer when I grow up.
Ghost.
Just gonna roll this out, guys. Signed by the whole fucking team.
Oh, there you go.
Was that
when
from last year
we
at
did that
PAX?
big giveaway? And I had asked you guys for some signed posters that we could do for a giveaway.
Oh yeah.
This was supposed to go to one of the winners we had was from Europe, and they dragged feet for weeks before they were finally like, you know what, forget it. I can't afford the shipping on it. Don't worry about it. At that point, the whole thing was well said and done. We're like, well, how the fuck do we give this away? And like, kind of can't at this point. So me and Fake Thor were like, what do we do with it? I actually think we had 2. We had this. I know we had 2 prizes, and it may have been a poster each. And so we were both like, oh, fuck it, we're keeping them. But we did try to give them away.
Nice. We sell those posters on the Hank and Jet store, but you can just go there and buy one and just request it be signed, and we'll sign it. If you just want me to sign it, that's fine too. And make
Yeah,
sure
you'd
that
love that as well, because you could tell the other guys they don't want your signature.
Yeah, they don't want your signatures, you bullshitters. It's mine.
They know I'm the talent here.
You made Bearman in the chat how to give it away. Give it to me. I mean, he has a point. But all right, Digital Ghost. His other topic. Sorry. What game or franchise would you like to see remastered? A true remaster too, not just a visual upgrade, a new camera mechanic, or something like that. I'd really like a remaster of the Metal Gear Solid series, and I'd lose my mind if Dragon Warrior for the NES was redone as a Dragon Age-esque game. I didn't even I got through that first sentence, and first thing that came to my head was Metal Gear Solid, because that was the greatest PS franchise game ever. Period. Bar none. Fantastic fucking series. I would pay an absurd amount of money for a complete remaster of the entire collection of the Metal Gear Solid series. I'm so happy.
They did that one remaster on the GameCube that was awesome. The Twin Snakes.
What?
Yeah, that was the first Metal Gear Solid. They had a remaster on the GameCube called Twin Snakes. It was fucking sweet. It was they took a lot of the mechanics that they put into Metal Gear 2 and they moved it into Metal Gear 1, like first-person mode, being able to hide in lockers, shit like that.
No shit, I never did that.
Oh yeah, no, go get yourself a GameCube, and if you're looking to play Metal Gear Solid 1, that's like a definitive version.
Epono, can you just bring yours to PAX this weekend? Nerd out. Nice.
You know the first game that came into my head, and this is going to sound weird, but bear with me. Golden Axe.
Golden Axe. I thought you were going to say Golden Eye.
Golden Axe.
Dude, imagine a modern Golden Axe that's part fighting game, part open world brawler. Basically take your common RPG as it's now known, but give it the fighting system of fucking Mortal Kombat or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be intense. I would get behind that 100%. Oh, that's a great idea. I must try and sell it to somebody who won't care.
Do a Kickstarter. Yeah.
I have no coding ability or art ability, but we decided on a podcast that this was cool, so give me money. It'd be great. Can't fail.
I can't think of anything other than
Zelda.
well, yeah, Zelda, but I mean Zelda is still coming out, so it technically is remastered.
Oh man, I don't have a Wii U, but that new Zelda, I saw a preview of that.
The open world one?
Yeah, God, it's like I might buy a Wii U.
The Wii U, I really like it. I mean, I don't use it all that often because if I'm playing, I play on PC. But this massive thing is actually quite comfortable to use, in my opinion.
I bet it is awesome. I really want to play the new. Was it Mario 3D World?
That one's also really good.
It's good.
Yeah, I mean the Mario are always fun to me. I just enjoy good, solid platforming every now and then.
I didn't play the original Wind Waker either, so I got the HD version, and it's fantastic.
Nice. Oh yeah, Wind Waker is good. My favorite. They just re-released Majora's Mask on the 3DS. I don't do a lot of handheld gaming, but if I were a handheld gamer, I would pick that up in a heartbeat. That was probably my favorite one.
Yeah, I've been playing that, and it's really nice. Like it looks nice. It's a lot smoother. It looks a lot nicer than obviously the N64 one. But they added the Bomber's Notebook, so it keeps track of side quests for you and like what days you've done what stuff. It's just a lot easier to keep track of because there's so much stuff to do in that game. It's just a lot. It's a really nice addition.
That world by the end of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's like Groundhog Day and Zelda meat.
Yeah. Like, what do I need to do now? It's Tuesday.
Yeah. I mean, I did. By the time I finished playing that game, I did feel like Bill Murray from Groundhog Day. I knew everything that everybody was gonna do every day.
Yes.
Like, I got you fuckers figured out. I can rob the bank if I want to. But you obviously can't because it's Zelda, and Zelda didn't do that.
I know.
Or Link.
Unfortunately.
Prissy bitch.
But I would remaster probably any rare game from Nintendo 64, like Banjo-Kazooie. I like that one a lot. I'm not gonna lie. My childhood's coming back to me right now.
Imagine Parappa the Rapper with modern graphics.
Oh my god.
That'd be legit. Don't mock Parappa the Rapper.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm just, every time I think about that game, I get mad. I sucked at it so bad. Like, I'm not a good gamer by any means, but I wasn't terrible, except for when it came to Parappa the Rapper. I fucking failed at that game so hard if I even looked at it wrong. I could never fucking get the timing right. And I kept going back to it because I'm a stubborn little piece of shit. And I never could do it. That game was just nothing but frustration for me.
Yeah, I never played it, but I heard good things.
It was fun. It was weird.
I gotta pick it up just for the challenge of it again. Oh, all right. We're about 45 minutes in, so I'm gonna roll through because we have a shit ton more topics to try and get to. I have no idea how to pronounce this guy's name. H3NZZ. Hens? We're gonna go with Hens. Holy hell, that is one block of text. So thank you, Epona, for summarizing it for me. Long story short, he asked, what do you think about the government / an organization held by the government banning games that are clearly made for adults for, quote-unquote, endangering the youth? That is actually a very interesting question.
Bullshit.
I mean, in Australia, they deal with that a little bit.
I was going to say, that's the first thing that came to mind, because Australia does do that a lot. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You can go ahead.
No, I mean, that's what I was just saying. Their government's known for either banning certain games or saying you can't get it. But here's the thing. It's like, any government that tries to ban anything, you can ban something all you want. It doesn't mean it goes away. It just moves underground.
Right.
So, I mean, even if they do try to ban games so the kids don't get them, the kids are smart. The kids are going to find a fucking way to get them. So, no, I don't. I think that's a dumb idea, and it's just going to be a waste of money.
I agree. Considering I really wish I had prepared earlier, because there was a recent study that came out, and I think it was a 20-year study of over 1,000 participants. And you're going to have to excuse me if those numbers are way off. I believe the time frame of the study is correct. The number of participants could be off.
It was 10,000.
It was what?
It was 20 years, 10,000 people.
Okay, yeah. Studying if there was any link between violence in video games and violence in people. and it came up as no, there is no link.
Yeah, well, I mean, if there was a link, we would know it by now, because how many millions of people bought fucking Grand Theft Auto?
Right, exactly.
You know, I mean, the numbers don't add up from that claim. It's like, oh, if you play violent video games makes you violent somehow. No, it doesn't. That's bullshit. And you know it's bullshit, because if we would have millions of violent people running around if that were true. We don't.
Right. I mean, there's...
Well, I mean,
The fact that
technically
there
we
had to be
do.
a study done for that just
But there's
pisses me
seconds.
off. I could have told you that. They should have just come to me, given me $10,000 and said, hey, do violent video games make people violent? No. Oh, thanks.
What I understand. This is what drives me crazy. I understand that people don't want their kids being introduced to like adult themes and shit outside of the time frame that they're comfortable with. I get that. What I don't get is the fact that right there on the shitting box is the, you know, perceived acceptable age group to be playing any game. And once something hits that mature rating, I don't understand how any government or government body can justify banning something if you can just slap an M for mature on it. Like, I can walk into any kind of, you know, video store, or I can hit up Netflix, and I can watch some extremely violent, weird, fucked up shit. But they're gonna, like, actually ban computer games. I don't, you know, I don't agree with it in the slightest. We lose.
Sorry about that. I don't know what just happened. My entire connection just slowed down, and everyone sounded like a robot. And everything just froze up on me.
You're the robot.
Oh, scanner froze.
Yeah, I
on me
lost
now.
your video.
Hopefully, I didn't fuck up the stream.
I don't see your pretty face anymore.
With my
There we go. You look like a potato now, though. It's okay.
Yeah, I have no idea. I swear to God, I bet you Chrissy's up there fucking streaming.
I'll be right back. I have to hit the head.
Alright. I bet you anything my wife's up there, like, streaming music and something off YouTube the whole night.
You sound like a robot. Scanner has frozen in a very attractive pose on my screen.
Good. I don't think I'm frozen anymore, am I?
You are for me.
I know, I just like playing you. Shit, am I still there?
You're a robot that looks like a potato.
Fuck, this is bad.
We're going down! Help us!
Yeah, we are.
God, both of you
Game
guys
over.
are stuck now.
I don't even know if we're still streaming.
You sound fantastic. Yeah, we're still streaming.
Oh, alright. I'll sing a song, stream.
Okay, do it.
To entertain you while
That's
everyone
beautiful.
is gone.
I think I'm the
What was
only
I
one.
talking about?
I mean, really the only one you want to see in my pajamas and unwashed hair. Let's be serious. 10 out of 10 would stream again. Slats. I will fuck you. I have no idea what that language is. Is that both of you now? Oh. Oh man.
Yeah, we're still here. My call crashed.
My phone crashed.
Is OBS still up?
Nope.
Fuck.
Stream went down.
Yep, well, that's a first.
That's interesting because
It's happened to us before.
I don't understand
Alright.
how everybody got
We're
put
back
at the
up.
same time.
Yeah, that's. I thought it was something on my end, but clearly it's not. There we go.
I blame North Korea.
Oops, make sure you mute yourself when you open up Skype.
Nope.
I almost fucked it up.
There we go.
Everybody looks like a potato. Oh, there we go. The scanner is Irish, so of course it looks like a potato. Hey,
That's
Darn.
racist, bro.
I
It
know
is
it
a little
is. That's
racist.
the point.
I'll rag on you for being fat. I'll rag on you for being stupid, but I never give you shit for being American, even though you're fat and stupid, and that's
You
what
have
Americans
given
are.
me shit for being American before. Don't you fucking lie.
No, I haven't.
You know, it's fine that you have been. I'm not gonna. I understand it.
Well, you know I'd never care if your feelings were actually hurt by anything I've ever said to you, so
This is true.
you've got no choice. Just gotta like it.
Anyway.
But yeah, North Korea. No, sorry. Censorship is bad. And
As you
That's
get for
my
living in a
stance.
main state.
Oh, yo. They sound like robots.
All of us?
You guys. No, now I can understand what you're saying. Before, nothing.
We were all robots.
Oh, Johnny's fine.
Bleep, bleep, bloop, bleep.
Say something, Sniff?
I'm still here, but
Well, we're still
Everyone's on
streaming
robots
and
being
everyone's still here, so
Snoop's gonna go again. His camera keeps coming up and down.
yeah. Tell
Check his
Chrissy
client connection
to
info.
get off.
I'm still here.
Wow, he's got
Well,
enormous
we're still
packet loss
streaming
going on
and
right now.
everyone's still here, so
I'm gonna lose my shit. That's what's gonna happen.
gonna get so mad.
I'm alright though. Jess is fine.
Going bad.
Okay, we're just gonna have to ignore Snoop for the rest of the show.
Oh
so
darn! All right.
Looks like I'm taking over, guys. We move on to the next topic. All right, John, do you have anything you want to say about censorship and how bad it is?
No, I've expressed my opinions eloquently, I believe.
Awesome. Jess, anything to add?
I have nothing to add. You guys are fantastic.
That's true.
No, you're fantastic.
Oh shit. Okay, this one's specifically for John. It took me a minute to figure out what the actual question was there, so it's it's pretty late for me. So okay. We touched on it a little bit earlier, but the Lanky Soldier is wondering what the earliest inspiration that you guys had when you were creating the first episodes of the Battlefield Friends series. And he's very interested in finding out how much of the characters reflect the real life people who play the characters. If there's any person behind the person within the person, I guess.
Right. I mean, yeah, I would say in Battlefield Friends, more so than our other shows, a lot of our we don't really play ourselves. We definitely do play a character, but I guess with any character you do, there are definitely bits of yourself in them. And yes, like with the engineer, sometimes when I play Battlefield, man, I get fucking pissed. I get mad. And so I brought a lot of that to that character, just full on rage sometimes. Brent, the first episode was based basically on Brent's first experience playing Battlefield. And it was, he hopped into a chopper, had no idea what he was doing. He saw other people were in there with him. The chopper lifts up and immediately he crashes it. And it was one of those things. It's like that is such a shared experience with most people that play Battlefield. I did the same thing the first time I tried to fly a chopper. I was like, I just took it directly into the ground. Had no idea what I was doing. So that seemed like the best thing to make the first episode about. It was something that was instantly relatable to somebody that doesn't play Battlefield.
The opponent's been playing Battlefield for fucking ages, and she still crashes her chopper.
Oh, yeah.
You don't even
I'm the same
understand.
way. I never mastered those things.
No.
You give me Grand Theft Auto, I can fly choppers any which way around that world map. Battlefield, I can't get the controls. They do not speak to me.
No, do not let me pilot any vehicle of any sort. It will end in flames and death.
Just put me behind a tank. That's where I'm comfortable.
There you go.
All right, do I sound normal? Cam looking good?
Yeah, you sound better now.
Looking good.
I actually think yeah, no, not me personally, but the quality of the camera. That's what I'm asking about.
It's better.
Both
I know
are
I personally
subjective.
think shit. I found the culprit. Origin is a dirty fucking whore and decided, hey, you know what sounds like a good idea right now? We should totally update 30 gigs worth of CTE, right this instant.
Oh shit! Well, there you
Thanks,
go.
Origin.
Updates. Aren't those just the best?
Yeah, nothing's better than a Windows update at 2 a.m. when you're in the middle of rendering a fucking 2-hour podcast. That screwed me last week. Anyway, I'm sorry. We're back. Anyway.
And we're back.
right. I had to step away, so I apologize. I'm not. Where
I've
are
taken
we?
over. I've taken over. Don't worry about it.
All right, just fill me in. That's all I'm asking.
Nope, you don't need to be filled in.
All right, fine. Roll with it. Go.
Yeah, someday
We'll do
you'll
this.
find a
He's got
nice
it.
guy to fill you in, and you'll be
I'll
very
wing it
happy.
from here. Do it.
Yeah, so that was really that covered. That was like the lanky soldier was asking John about how much of the actual people behind the voices are in the character from Battlefield Friends. That's the one that you missed.
I got you. I'm caught up now.
Yeah, Snoop, you met us. I guess you could probably tell.
Yeah, like the one thing that stood out is you guys are just like, you know, the naturally funny kind of guy, not like stroking your ego when I say that. Like, there's different kinds of people out there. Like myself, I'm not a naturally funny person whatsoever. Like, if I'm talking to people via text online and I have like just even 10 seconds to think of something, at times I can come up with something witty. But I don't have that, you know, like improv, quick fire kind of humor. And fucking every single one of you in that group does. And I noticed that night we were all hanging out at the bar. I was like, Jesus Christ, these guys are hilarious. And very much similar to Fake Thriller, the other half of Shoosty Bang, you know, when it was doing stupid. He's just like, that fucking is so fast mentally.
No, Snoop, I'm losing you.
I'm losing Snoop as well.
All right, not just me.
Oh, fuck. I can't hear anything again.
Oh, I think I'm losing you too.
Potato Vision. But yeah, technically, I met you at PAX as well. I don't know if you remember Snoo's gigantic female friend. No, it's fine. I kind of hovered in the background and just looked angry about everything, because that's just what my face does.
Man, we met so many people there.
I know. Even more people are going to be there. Are you going to... Oh, you're not going this year?
Your channel timed out.
No, yeah, we're not going to make it this year, which is
that's
a shame.
Yeah, I know several people going this year. But yeah, it's always a good time. Oh, Snoop's gone.
No.
Good.
All right.
More podcasts for us.
And this is the point where we lost the show. Again, my sincere apologies, everyone, that this show did not go over as well as we had hoped due to the technical difficulties. They were beyond our control. We still haven't figured out what the main cause was, but hopefully moving forward it will not be an issue. But we had a good run. We went 14 episodes before we finally hit a snag like this. For those that want to hear more about John and what he has to say, you know, getting him back on the podcast, we will be doing that in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So if you feel like this wasn't a very good episode, well, don't worry, we're going to make it up to you guys. Again, my sincere apologies that this happened. Thank you to those that did hang around to listen. We appreciate it. Hopefully everyone now understands what went wrong with this episode with all the technical difficulties. And we'll be back, hopefully 100% next week. Catch you guys then.